Today's podcast is sponsored by Banner of Truth.
Stop.
No, Banner of Truth is an evangelical and reformed nonprofit publishing house that puts out the best historical and modern works from the reformed tradition. Check them out at banneroftruth.org.
All is bright.
Welcome to Doctrine and Devotion, a podcast exploring Christian faith and practice from a Reformed Baptist perspective, where I am trying to get Jimmy not to sing. My name is Joe Thorne. I'm the lead pastor of Redeemer Fellowship in St. Charles, Illinois.
And I'm Jimmy Fowler, elder candidate and awesome soprano at Redeemer Fellowship.
Yeah, Jimmy won't stop. Is he, okay, wait. Jimmy is so into... we love Christmas season. We get into it. As cranky and grouchy as I am, I like the Christmas season. I listen to the Christmas music, but Jimmy is pushing me out of the Christmas music, out of the Christmas season, because he won't stop singing. Oh, hey, a little vibrato in there.
Is that vibrato?
No,
I don't know what that is.
right.
I don't even know what you're talking about when you say that.
You got vibroto. You're like,
Bro. Is that what...
So, anyway. Stop that. Listen, if you're going to sing, you got to go like 80s hard rock, because you can't do that stuff. You got to be like Silent Night, like if Winger did it or something like that.
Silent Night. Holy
Oh, wait, no, that's like
night.
Cinderella. I don't know. Let's just talk about Christmas. Oh, God. You knocked the glasses off my head. Oh, okay. So, listen.
Sing with that heavenly pace.
I've already...
Because they talk at the end. Sing with that heavenly pace.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I know, like, if you've got this and you're not on your earbuds. I had one time, Jimmy did something on the podcast that was so super annoying. It's one of those times where he says something really like a long time. And I got a message from a guy. He's like, my wife was like, what is that? Shut it off. He's like, that's fofo.
That's the fofo.
So it's Christmas time, man. We are excited. We're pumped, man. We got the tree up, lights up. You get the presents?
Amazon did. Yep.
Yeah, did your wife order or did you order?
Well, she ordered.
Okay. All right. Well, so
I got her present, but I didn't order it.
Did you make it?
I made it. I made it. I found some macaroni.
Yeah. Oh, macaroni necklace. Those are nice.
Yeah. 3 years in a row.
All right, man. Good. Well, the nice thing is they're cheap and they last about a year if you take care of them.
Exactly. So you know what?
And then when like what do you call it? Like the zombie apocalypse happens, you can boil it and boom, you got dinner.
Zombie apocalypse, really?
Yeah. Well, if that happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen.
I just wish someone had a zombie apocalypse response team vehicle.
Jimmy's saying that because when we came in, the cleaning company that cleans our church has their truck is a zombie apocalypse response vehicle. That's what it is.
Only Redeemer Fellowship, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, that's legit. We were high-fiving over that. That's cool.
So yeah, I mean, part of the contract is they not only clean, but they will protect
in the
event of a zombie apocalypse.
Now,
paid extra for it.
Truth is, we do love Christmas. And there's actually a lot of debate, and I know the guys on the Reformed Pubcast, those are our friends, Les and Tanner. They've had discussions on this, and you know their basic take is, listen, Christmas ain't no thing.
But
it doesn't really have any business in the church. And to a large extent, I agree with their thoughts that they are saying, listen, the church is about word, sacrament. It's about the preaching of the gospel, and Christmas, as essentially a man-made holiday, should not bear any weight in the orchestration of liturgy and all of that. So I don't really disagree with them in terms of what they're saying. But what we wanted to talk about was a simpler concept today, because a lot of churches will suspend Sunday services when Christmas falls on a Sunday.
What? Why?
They do.
But why?
Because they hate Jesus.
No,
obviously.
it's not because they
it's because they have apostatized from the faith. I'm J.D. Hauling this thing all the way.
They do not.
They obviously hate
Jesus.
Scripture.
They do not hate Jesus or Scripture.
Okay.
There's got to be something else behind it. What is their rationale behind?
Now, when I talk to, because some of my friends will do this, they will suspend it for like New Year's Eve, like around New Year's. They'll do it for like 4th of July. They will suspend Sunday services.
Wait, for 4th of July?
I don't know. They do it for different
stuff.
No.
You're telling me, I just want to hear from your mouth.
Right.
That you know of one church. I'm going to say a church.
Right.
You know of a church that has canceled service on the 4th of July?
I don't know
because it was on Sunday.
I don't know if it was the 4th of July or if it was New Year's. It might have been New Year's.
Either one I'm going to go with.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Now, listen, I would rather them cancel it than sing like patriotic songs about America.
I don't think you well, yes, fine.
They're pledging the allegiance to the American flag,
put the flag
in the church.
up in the service.
You gotta knock that stuff off. That ain't cool, man.
Yeah, you need to have the Christian flag up.
I don't even do the Christian flag.
No, what?
No,
that's
no flag. No flags in the church.
And
no flags.
And that's why the Spirit has not been blessing us. Is because we are not waving the Christian flag.
You know what flag I like?
I don't know where you're
Jolly
going.
Roger. We'll put that one up. Skull and crossbones. Or Peter's flag, St. Peter. Cross upside down.
What is wrong
That'll
with
freak
you?
people out.
Yeah, it would.
Because he was crucified upside down. You put that, like, what's that supposed to mean? No, listen, people, the reason that people...
This is why I'm, like, Pat and I are your only friends.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah, who else?
I've got like 60,000 friends that download this podcast every month. What's up? At least last month. What's up?
All right.
That's a lot of friends. I got friends.
Yeah, but hold on. It's because of me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
definitely not because of your singing.
No, we're going to get a lot more because of my singing. People are going to be like, please sing something.
Hey, hashtag Jimmy don't sing.
No, stop.
Hashtag.
Don't do that. Please don't. Don't
for this
ruin
episode,
me.
hashtag Jimmy don't sing. Okay. The reason people cancel services on for Sunday services, the reason people will cancel a Sunday service on a particular holiday is typically, and this is what I've heard from my friends and people that I know, we want to give our people a break. They work all year round, and this will give them a chance to rest. So like their worship teams and all of that. They also, they say we want to encourage our people to spend time together as a family. And so they just take the opportunity, hey, you know what? We've got a lot of competing things right now. They'll do, like, instead we'll do a Christmas Eve service, right? So we're still coming together, still singing and doing all the stuff. But then Sunday we'll cancel.
So what I'm hearing you say is, one, take a break from worship. Worship.
Volunteering.
Worship.
Teaching kids.
Worship.
Cleaning the bathrooms.
Worship.
Pouring coffee.
Worship. I want to see how long
Are you saying that's all worship?
Yes, it is. Of course it's all worship.
I thought it was just the music.
No, so you're saying take a break from worship, and secondly, idolize family.
You are being much harder here than you were on Pastor Rick, who beat me up on the internet.
Yeah, because I agree a lot with Pastor Rick in his view of who you are as a person.
That's not true. Pastor Rick was cool.
No,
all right,
he was fantastic.
Yeah, listen, man, here's the thing.
And here's the difference, though. Here's why, is because people are, I think, and maybe I'm being uncharitable.
Okay, probably.
Regardless of what they're saying, I think there's it really reflects a lot about our heart of worship for God.
Yeah,
and that to me
it reflects our theology and our heart.
And that to me is troublesome when we say, let us put aside worship on the Lord's day.
Yeah, I know.
On the Lord's day!
Look at this guy. On
the Lord's day!
Because you're Reformed. That's why you're all bothered about it.
and just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'll be honest. The sinful part of me is like, yeah, it'd be nice. I get to I'll wake up, I'll make biscuits and gravy for our kids, because that's what we do on Christmas morning.
You make biscuits and gravy every Christmas?
Every Christmas.
Yeah, that's cool.
It has, actually, that's been a tradition since I was a kid. My dad used to, every Christmas, make biscuits and gravy.
We do. We never eat them ever, except Christmas morning. We make cinnamon rolls with cream frosting, which we do. But we also make the cinnamon rolls with orange frosting on them. I don't know why. It's only a Christmas thing. We do it when I was a kid, and we do it today. Anyways, so you wake up, you think like, oh, it'd be cool. I'll just chill out.
Just to relax, But I in my head, I'm also then the competing view is we get to worship on the Lord's day.
Yeah.
The birth of our Savior.
Yeah. It is a strange thing for people in the Reformed community who really believe that the first day of the week was set aside for the day of worship for the church. Like, we really believe that this is not just something that we can do, something that we like to do, but we believe that Sunday itself is central to the life of the church, because this was the day that Jesus was resurrected. This was the day that he continued to appear to his disciples, every Lord's Day. The church began regularly worshiping on the Sunday. They called it the Lord's Day. They gave it its own name.
Yep.
Because that's the day that we do this. That's when they regularly gathered for word and sacrament, when they took up offerings. It was set apart. Christians saw that day as set apart from the other days. The Jewish Sabbath was...
What'd you say there again?
I said the Jewish Sabbath.
Thank you.
That's what I said.
Say it 5 times
You didn't
fast.
hear? Jewish Sabbath.
No, fast I
Jewish
said.
Sabbath, Jewish Sabbath. Jewish Sabbath.
You can't do it. That was hard.
No, I can't do it. That was observed on Saturday. It really lost its significance in the life of the church.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lord's Day, the resurrection of Christ, became central. Now, for us, the idea of saying we're not going to worship on Sunday because of anything is really problematic.
Yeah.
We don't suspend. Listen, we sometimes talk about, wow, the snow is so bad. Is it dangerous for people to travel?
Yeah.
But typically, on the rare occasion, we still will just say, hey, listen, we might send out an email and say, hey, if you can't make it to church, don't worry about it, whatever. But somebody's here. Like, I'll be here. I'm not that far away.
Well, yeah. Well, now you're not. But there was a time that I
couldn't make it.
You couldn't make it. And here's the thing. We all know, there's a few of us that know, especially like I live 5 minutes away. If Joe ain't making it, I'm preaching.
Right. Or Pat's preaching.
Like, Pat's gotten called the morning of.
Right. Can't make it.
Joe can't make it. Write a sermon, brother. And he's up there and he's preaching. We don't cancel unless, like you said before, it might not be safe to drive. There's a difference between the two.
And even then, like, it would really have to be insane. I don't know that we've ever canceled.
I can't think of one time since I've been here.
Because, listen, stay home if you need to stay home. Don't feel like you have to come if you're scared for your life. But some people are going to make it, and we're going to have church.
Yeah.
And we're definitely not going to
intentionally... That's why I got an SUV. All-wheel drive.
Yeah, but it's a Dodge.
It's a Dodge Durango. Yeah. That's the king of...
That's the SUV that all the other SUVs make fun of.
No, that's the
Porsche
that's the
hybrid
king of
makes fun of
Durangos.
it.
That's the king of Durangos.
Yeah, so the idea of suspending Sundays is really...
it's foreign.
To us it is, yeah. I mean, the idea that you would say, hey guys, I want you to spend time with your family, which we're for.
Yeah, we're not anti-family.
To the expense of worshiping in the way that God has prescribed, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Now, we do every year, every Christmas Eve, we have a Christmas Eve service.
That's right.
But not this year.
And that's because usually, Christmas is on a Thursday. So
or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it's during the
week. It's not usually on a Thursday.
Okay.
Christmas is not usually on a Thursday.
Are you trying to be...
Well, you said it. I want to make sure that people know that you say dumb things. So Christmas is not typically on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's typically during the week, and Joe is being mean to me right now, guys.
Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Listen, so usually we have
but I'm just saying though,
Christmas
because
Eve service normal. That's why.
But so we still have a service the night before
Christmas
to honor God.
It's nothing required. God. We don't require it of people.
No.
In fact, I would say half of the people there are visitors on that day. It's guests from out of town. And we have one service. We don't have multiple, but it's packed out. It's great. It's gotten bigger every year. And we preach the gospel. It's a great time. It's extra. It's not necessary. That's why that's the one that goes.
Yeah.
With this year, we're canceling Christmas Eve because we do want people to spend time with their families.
That's right.
And so, guess what? My family's going to open a little more presents on Christmas Eve this year than normal because Christmas morning we're going to be at church.
Yeah. And we also do Blue Christmas, right?
It's a blue...
Oh, here
Blue
we go.
Christmas. No, that's was that Blue Summer?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just about to get into it.
No, I think that was an '80s song. I got confused. Yeah, we're doing Blue. Tell me what Blue Christmas is. Again, this is not required. Okay, so Jimmy just pointed at me like crying because he doesn't want to have to summarize what Blue Christmas is.
Because it makes me sad. It's kind of a hard topic to talk about.
So
thank you
what
for
we want to do.
Me.
Like Christmas is painful for some people.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I dig Christmas, but I also grew up with a mom and dad that gave me, like, every big gift I wanted on every Christmas. You know, like they and
Yeah, white privilege.
yeah, definitely. I didn't lack for anything, and now like I have a life that's very, I think, happy. I'm generally happy, but there are some people that are going through loss, and affliction and sorrow,
Regardless
and
of race.
depression. And thank you, yeah, of course.
No, because I said white privilege, and people are going to be thinking, "Oh, if I'm white and I didn't have all that, was that?"
Well,
gonna
Jim's
say?
a little testy because he's only half white, so he gets a little. You get a little testy.
I get a little testy, and
get
people, it's the internet, so people get all.
Why do you get all upset, man? Why you
Because
chill
people
out?
they assume the worst of what you're going to say.
Do you think people are going to assume the worst of what you said?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm assuming the worst of them, that they assume
All right,
the worst
good.
of me.
All right, as long as we're on the same page.
All right, keep going. So some people, it's a hard time.
Christmas and the holidays can be terrible. Some people are alone and they aren't normally alone, or they've suffered affliction and loss. And so we have members here that are professional counselors and doctors and all of that. One of our professional counselors, Krista Brenforder, began organizing what's called Blue Christmas. Now, of course, she approached us and said, "Hey, what do you guys think about this? This would be a good idea. I'd like to lead it if you guys are interested." And we were like, "We're absolutely interested. Let's do this." So we've done this 2 years now. This will be our third year. Blue Christmas is an event that happens earlier in December, and it is specifically for those people who are afflicted, who are suffering, who are going through loss, who are depressed, who are not enjoying the holidays. They come to the Blue Christmas event, and this is a place that's safe, where they can express their grief, where they can hear truth, where they know that they are not alone. This is for people that have gone through that are going through difficult times. So we offer various things, but when it comes to the Lord's Day, we ain't playing.
No.
We ain't playing. Like, that's the Lord's Day. And I just want to encourage my friends, because I have friends that'll do this. Like, man, think through the theology of what you're doing. Too many pastors, too many churches do what they do without considering the theological implications for their actions. So whether that's communion or canceling a service on Sunday, you need to think about that.
And yet, let's talk about the implications. Before we do that, Banner of Truth.
What's Banner of Truth?
Oh, are you kidding me?
I've never heard of that. What is that? Is that like a flag ministry? They make banners?
Stop it. Banner of Truth is a great publishing house. They put out great material, great Puritan works. And they've got some solid biblical resources. And right now, through the month of December...
It's probably too late now, though, right?
No, it's
not. They can't get in on now.
No.
They're still doing it?
Orders through December 31st.
Really?
That's why
So if you're a loser and you didn't get the presents on time, it's still not too late for you to make it.
It's not too late for you.
You can impress them with a better present than they are expecting from you, because you're such a loser that you didn't get it on time. So when you get them something late, but it's from Banner, they'll be like, "Oh, you've redeemed yourself. Go."
So you head on over to bannertruth.com. You had this whole thing. Head over to bannertruth.com. They got a Christmas special going on. They've got they got sets on sale.
Get Flavel.
What? Yeah,
Get
Flavel. They got Flavel Flav, and they got a 20 to 50% off, and free shipping for any order over $50.
That's right. That's right. So we love Banner of Truth, and they'll probably never sponsor us again.
I know,
because we told them they don't know how to do good covers, but they are awesome books, and they are our favorite books.
Yeah, the content's great.
But they'll covers.
Yeah, don't judge the book by cover, because that cover sucks.
Some of the covers are not.
I'm looking at that cover. That's a terrible cover.
That's a bad. I won't even say which one it is, but it's that cover. This is one of the greatest books ever written, and it's got a cover unworthy of the content. Anyway, check out banneroftruth.org.
All right, so Joe, theological implications.
You can't just say, we're going to do communion this way, or we're going to do baptism this way, or we're going to do worship this way, without considering the biblical and theological foundation and implications of what you're doing. And when it comes to canceling service on Sunday, this really matters. I just think that people need to have more careful thought when it comes to this practice of what we do on the Lord's Day, and canceling services. I can't imagine a reason why we would do that.
I can't. And like, actually, Kevin DeYoung, let's see here.
Who's that?
Kevin DeYoung?
Who's that?
Pastor at University.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Kevin. He looks like Jerry Seinfeld. Go. I know Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin's a great guy.
You know who we know, though? We don't know Kevin. You know who we know?
Halopolis.
We know the Halopolis.
We know the Halopolis.
Halopolis is awesome.
Get me to the Halopolis.
Get the chopper.
Get me to the Halopolis.
Jason Alopoulos is a pastor over there with Kevin.
Yeah. What is he, associate?
He's the cool one.
Oh.
He's the Kramer. He's the Kramer to Kevin's Jerry. Go.
So he wrote an article over at the Gospel Coalition.
What?
gospelcoalition.org. And it was a plea to pastors, don't cancel church on Christmas.
Oh, wait. When did this come out?
This came out December 1st.
What year?
This year, 2016.
Oh.
Yeah, right here. So Kevin.
Isn't that cute? I wrote Saving Sunday a year before. Kevin's just following my lead. Go ahead.
Hold on.
All right.
Do you have 5 reasons why you should?
No, I have different reasons.
No, but how many do you have?
I don't know. I wrote it. It's at the ChristwordCollective.org.
.org. I know, but how many reasons do you have?
I think Kevin was copying me.
No, you are not saying that.
Listen, Kevin was like, I have nothing to write.
You're really going to sit here and say.
Kevin's probably
you're really going to sit here and say.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what happened.
Kevin DeYoung plagiarized you.
No, I'm not saying plagiarized. I'm not saying plagiarized.
Yeah, you are. That's copy. You said he copied me.
No, he copied my idea. That's different.
Oh, you're telling me.
Kevin's at the keyboard.
You're telling me no one else thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and write this. This is an important discussion to have. No. Hold on. Here's the thing.
I'm going to tell you how it happened.
December 1st of this year, the dude realizes, hey, wait a second. Christmas is on Sunday. A lot of people are going to try to cancel it. Let me write and admonish my brothers.
All right, here's what I think happened. I'll tell you what I think.
All right, you tell me what
Kevin's
you think.
sitting at his keyboard on Monday. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of stuff to write. And he's like, the well is dry. I got writer's block. I've got nothing to write. And then he goes, what's Joe Thorne been writing on?
What did he write on over at?
He Googles Joe Thorne Christmas time, and he pops up and he's like, oh, he's got something called Saving Sunday at ChristwordCollective.org.
Christward Collective, over by Nick Batzig.
Yeah, Nick Batzig. And he's like, oh, this is really good. He's like, I'll write something even better. And
so you admit it's better?
Oh, of course. I'm a hack. I'm no Kevin DeYoung. I'm just saying, like, I probably inspired him.
I know. I just want to ask though, how many points did you have?
Well, I don't really do alliteration and all that stuff. So here's what I have. My outline at this place, I just looked it up, is what's so special about. So there's an introduction. What's so special about Sunday? Mm-hmm. Suspending Sundays, about what people are doing, and then how to save Sunday.
So you had 3.
Yeah.
So Kevin has already beaten you. He's got 5. And so
you're
right.
Not beating.
No, I think that's actually kind of like, it's telling. Like Kevin wrote a whole blog
I have a Trinitarian platform.
He wrote a whole blog post.
Yeah.
And you did a condensed, he's going to sneeze.
Achoo! Yeah, when Jimmy sneezes,
and you did some,
when Jimmy sneezes, it sounds like this. He goes, pew, pew.
Stop it. Every time. But you did something condensed. It's like Kevin writes books and you write booklets.
Yeah, no, if you put 2 of my books together, it's like, it equals Crazy Busy by Kevin DeYoung.
All right, so Kevin writes, and he gives, here's 5 reasons why to go ahead and keep the service going on Sunday
God
morning.
said so. Is that one of them? Fail.
No, he didn't say that.
All right, go ahead.
All right, he goes, first, most people will come back. Even if half your people don't show up, there's still a gathering of people. And in most churches, most of the people will still come to church on Christmas. So people are still going to come back and they're going to enjoy the service. They're going to show up.
Come back.
Well, I think he's also thinking of when it says most people come back. I think he's also thinking like visitors are going to come and they're going to come check you out again.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm assuming, even though he didn't really say that.
Okay.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, let me edit your stuff,
I'm going to read his thing. Even if half of your people don't show up, and I imagine far more than half will be there, there's still a gathering of 25 or 50 or 150 or 400 or 1,200 people. In most churches, most of the people will still come to church on Christmas, and let's not kid ourselves to think that we can encourage everyone to have a meaningful, thoughtful, prepared, do-it-yourself service at home. I don't know why I called them people will come back.
There's no coming back.
But people will come.
Yeah.
All right. Secondly, visitors will be looking for a place to worship.
Yeah.
All right. Third, family is a gift, not a god.
Right.
So when we're doing it, like you said, theologically, we're idolizing our family.
You said that. Yep.
I said idol, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay.
I agree.
It's Christmas, for crying out loud. So, says, it's the day we celebrate the incarnation, the birth of the Messiah, the entrance into our world of the second person of the Trinity. Don't we want to sing? Don't we want to celebrate? Don't we want to preach and praise?
No, man. We want eggnog and pajamas at home. That's what they want.
Well, eggnog and rum in pajamas.
Well, that's
fifth,
goes without saying.
It's Sunday for crying out louder. So it's louder.
All right.
And he goes, I don't have a problem with Advent and Christmas. In fact, I love this time of year. I'm not a huge church calendar guy.
Right.
I'm not bothered by focusing on the incarnation once every 12 months, especially when the world around us may, by God's kindness, be tuned into some of the same spiritual realities at the same time. Stop it.
I'm not doing anything.
But I'm enough of a Puritan to think
Siri
that
reads better than
December
you.
25th is Sunday before it's Christmas. It's the Lord's Day.
Yes.
It's the resurrection morning.
That's
it's the
good.
day on which Christians have gathered for 2,000 years to sing the Bible, preach the Bible, pray the Bible, and see the Bible in the sacraments. It's the day of the week given for rest and worship. Why would we cancel church on Sunday just because that Sunday is extra special?
That's good. I like what he said.
Was it better than yours?
Oh, yeah, of
I
course.
still don't get that first part, though.
Come
Most
back?
people will come back. Maybe I missed something.
Yeah, I think it just means that most people will show up.
Yeah.
That's what he means. Come back. Welcome.
Oh, here it is.
back.
I found it. I think this is what he's saying. Way up before he even got there, he goes, I know that many of our people may be traveling and others won't come to church on Christmas after coming on Christmas Eve. So he's thinking people are going to come back. People are going to be there for it.
Yeah. Christmas Eve ain't no thing. The Lord's Day. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
We got to do that. All right, guys. So listen.
No, what were your points though? I want to hear yours. Like, and explain that.
Mine's not very good.
No, it's good. I want to hear it. No, for real.
I basically explain that
You copied DeYoung.
I
copied
went,
the
I
young
went
a
into
year
the
ahead of
future. I went into the future and saw that how he was inspired by me, and I read his post, and then
I
I
love how
went
you're
back.
saying he's inspired by you. Keep going.
I'm his muse. I think that's what I'm saying. So I talk about Sunday and why it's important, and then when it comes to suspending Sundays, I said that we choose to suspend Sunday services for the sake of holiday busyness or fatigue.
That's important. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
On the one hand, we may be choosing a lesser rest over a greater rest. Like they're saying, oh, I'm tired. I've been working really hard, so I need a break. So, okay, you want rest, so you're going to get some rest, but that's not the greater rest. That's a lesser rest. The greater rest is found in Jesus Christ, and it's experienced on the Lord's Day under the administration of the Word and the Sacrament, right?
Man, you brought the gospel into it.
So all I'm saying is that holiday busyness should not lead us away from gathering with the church to seek the Lord together, because that is where our true rest in Jesus is found.
Yeah, don't get caught up being crazy busy.
Yeah. I even said in here, as a husband, father of 4, and host of large extended family get-togethers, I understand the pressure of the holidays. And as a pastor, I know that there's a ton of work that goes into Sunday gatherings, right? And I don't do most of it. I do my part. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes in. But the gathering itself is one of the tangible ways that we rest in Jesus. So by suspending services due to holiday needs, I believe that we are saying in one way that we don't really need the Word and the sacrament, and we don't need sacred community. We need something else. I don't buy it. What's up, Kevin? You're giving me a funny look.
No, because I liked yours better.
All right.
So I would have worded it that. I'm trying to be Kevin's was good. It's good. And I think Kevin is right.
All right.
Everything he said is right. I'm just saying I like the way I like the emphasis you had.
We'll end with what Edmund Clowney said.
Who?
Edmund Clowney.
Mm-hmm. Who's he?
Stop it.
No, who's he? Well, people might not know.
A theologian wrote the book called The Church. Yep. Everybody should read it. He said, above all, we must prize the blessing of corporate worship. The church of the Lord, gathered for worship, marks the pinnacle of our fellowship with the Lord and with one another. The church is the people of God, the new humanity, the beginning of the new creation, a colony of heaven. In corporate worship, we experience the meaning of our union with Christ. I ain't giving that up on Sunday because of some holiday. That's not happening. Right? Well, you looking at me funny. All right.
Sorry, I couldn't tell what you're. I thought you were going to keep saying something.
No, man, I ain't got anything to say. It's Christmas.
I know. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute thing. I thought we were only going to do 5 minutes.
Well, how long is it?
It's been 30.
All right. Well, it's Christmas time. Let's wrap it up. People need a break.
People need a break.
They need a rest.
We need a rest.
All right, man.
Big thanks to Justin Bond of J Bond Media. I couldn't think of where we're going. The audio-visual wizard of Doctrine and Devotion. If you've got any audio-visual or photo needs, hit up Justin Bond over at jbondmedia.com.
And if you want to support our podcast, there's a couple things you can do. One,
make it rain.
if you want to shop, if you're doing some shopping, we have at the very top of our website, there's a little link that says support D&D by shopping at Amazon. If you click that and you buy anything at Amazon, that supports our store. Right now, the money that comes from Amazon is just enough to pay for all of our online needs.
Yeah,
so
thank
hosting
you.
the website, we have to host the audio, we have to host the store, we have to host everything. So you can support us that way. You can also go to the store, click the store tab, go to the store. You can buy hoodies, which Jimmy and I are wearing right now. We wear them basically every day. We don't take off the hoodies. They're so super comfortable. You can buy t-shirts, you can buy whatever. That's a way that you can support the podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Doc and Devo. You can find us on Facebook /Doctrine and Devotion. And you can tell a friend. We love it when we hear like, oh man, somebody told me about your podcast and I started listening to you. And, wow, I'm really benefiting from it. We get a lot of emails from you guys, a lot of positive, encouraging, Caleb, statements about what God's doing in you and how the podcast has been an encouragement. So thank you for that. So tell a friend. And if you have any comments or suggestions for us, you can go to our website, doctrineanddevotion.com, and there you can click on the Contact Us page, and you can leave us a message or a comment that'll come directly to us. You can tell us what's up, and we would love to respond if we are able.
And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter
I already
at
did
Doc
that.
and Devo.
I already said that.
You can
I already said that.
on Facebook /Doctrine and
I said
Devotion.
that.
If you've got any comments or suggestions, you can head on over to our website, doctrinedevotion.com.
Gosh, wow, you weren't paying attention.
You can hit on the Contact Us page.
I already said all that. What are you doing? You're playing on your phone again.
I got a message. I was like answering.
All right.
Wait,
Anyways,
did you do all of it?
I did all
sharing
of it.
Is caring. Fresh pod every Monday.
I'm not
and
saying
Thursday?
sharing is caring.
All right,
That's
but-
lame.
No, it's not.
Fresh pod every Monday and
Thursday.
Thursday. Talk to you later.
Later.